What's going on, Low Gang? Welcome back to another absolutely grimy vid. Today, I want to turn Dory, the E36, into an F30. Or honestly, any of the newer BMWs with those really cool like V-brace things that none of us really know like what they're for. It's so fun. If you haven't seen the Coolerworks shifter install, which is this thing, go check that out. That was a fun video. But finish this video first, because, you know, we need the watch time. Okay, this is a terrible introduction, but basically, today I want to DIY a V-brace, which is pretty common on newer BMWs like F30s, I think maybe E60s as well, maybe. I think all M2s have them. And I know that maybe in the year 2022, it's a bit played out. I get it. We see them everywhere. But you know what? Sue me. I think it looks kind of cool. And I've taken a peek under the hood, and I think it's possible on an E36. Also, I found one guy on the internet who's done it on an E36. I have zero information on how he figured it out, but looking at the space back there, I think it's possible. So today, we're gonna DIY that and make Dory the E36 even more unique than she is already. Okay, I'm on the way to the hardware store right now. I don't know if I'm going to Lowe's or Home Depot. That is the forever battle, and I'm just gonna feel it out along the way, see where we end up, you know? I'm like 99% sure both places are gonna have what we need, which is, by the way, a tube. And then I'm gonna take it home, do some fabrication, maybe paint it. I don't know, we'll see. And by the end of this video, hopefully you too will know how to build a V-brace for your E36, or for your E46, or even your non-BMW. Hopefully this is a somewhat applicable video. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on driving so I don't crash, and I'll see you soon. Yo, I like your car.
Bought it off a high school kid, bone stock.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's made for it, got all the bolt times.
Dude, it sounds great. I gotta make my car louder. All right, we made it to Lowe's. I don't know why, Lowe's just gives me a better vibe. No shade to Home Depot, Home Depot's great, but Lowe's has my heart. All right, real quick before we go in, that A4 was dope. I don't know if you could see it, but it had like a huge intercooler in the front. It sounded awesome. I hope that comes across on camera. Anyway, it's always fun to see another car person on the road, share a little moment, a little bromance, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna head into Lowe's. I'll see you in a sec. It's a photo camera.
Photo, not video?
It takes videos, but yeah. Thank you very much. Have a good one. All right, team, we made it back home. We got the pipe we were looking for. In case you're curious, this is 5-foot long, half-inch conduit, and it cost us a grand total, after tax, of $5.12. Not too shabby. Now, I chose conduit pipe specifically because we are gonna have to flatten and bend this tube pretty significantly, and the only other options had pretty significantly thicker sidewalls. And having worked a little bit with conduit in the past, I know it's really easy to bend, it's really easy to drill through, but it's still a little bit tougher than aluminum, which is good because ideally I would like this to be somewhat structural. I mean, who are we kidding? It's aesthetic. But I don't want this to be entirely decorative. As long as we're adding a piece of metal, it might as well do something, I guess. Anyway, first order of business, I think, is to pop the hood and see what we're working with. Nice. It's a little dusty under here. I gotta do a full detail soon. Subscribe for that. Okay, now that we got everything out of the way, we can kind of see the limitations that we're working with, assuming we're trying to install this brace, mounting off of this front bumper support and going up to, I don't know, somewhere up here. Now, fortunately, because there is that plastic cover that covers all of this stuff, we can get a little creative with the fabrication down here, and Dory can still look beautiful. That said, I do want to keep this install as kind of factory OEM looking as possible, and I think I have an idea on how to do that. We just might have to change the design a little bit from an upside down V that goes from here to here to the opposite, where it's a true V brace that starts at a single point down here and travels upwards in both directions. Now, I would do the classic upside down V if there weren't an engineering problem that's getting in my way. You see, these Torx bolts that hold in the actual hood latches, those seem like a really solid and reasonable place to mount the V-brace. However, there is no mounting spot in the center because all the way back here is way too close to the electric fan. So these existing Torx bolts are like the perfect place to mount something, like a steel strip that goes from here all the way to here. However, this hood latch that keeps the hood closed and is relatively important, that gets sucked in right about there. And if we had a strip running across it, it wouldn't function correctly. This left side would be really easy as a side mount, and we can run the tubing all the way down to the center here. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to take some measurements, figure out how long the tubes have to be and how exactly we're going to mount those tubes, and then I'm going to get bending. I'm going to get drilling. I'm going to get fabricating. Okay, minor complication. I'm a total dummy. I forgot that this air duct is included in this cover, and there is somehow even less room in here than I initially thought. But if we pop this sucker off, you'll be able to see that there are conveniently two holes, which are much easier to get bolts into because of the curvature of the fan. And those holes conveniently line up with the side of this air duct. We should be able to create some sort of tie-in that bolts up here and bolts up here, and then drops down, and we can run a flat support bracket across the front of this. And that can conveniently tuck behind the curve of this air duct right here, and we can use that to create a central mounting point for, yes, the upside down V. So scratch everything I just said. We're gonna do the upside down V like it is on OEM BMWs. I think I like that look a little bit better anyway, and honestly that seems to be the only somewhat legitimate way to do this without just like taping in PVC pipe or something like that. Okay, now we know what we need to do. Let's do it. Okay, little bit of an update. This little bracket that we made to test out, that actually fits great. I was just using this wing nut to test it out, but the spacing of the hole and the bend and the angle all looks good. So the next step then is to replicate this bracket. I'm gonna trim off the end just a little bit because we don't need that extra metal. Drill the second hole in the front, and then we're gonna use the same stainless material as the strap that bolts onto the front of both of the brackets. I'm gonna put a little bit of a curve in it just so it clears the front of that electric fan, and then we'll mount it up to the car, find the exact center, because actually the brackets aren't perfectly center relative to the grills, and then we'll drill another hole, and then finally we can get down to making the actual V bracket, which I believe will just be bending up that conduit, drilling the right holes, making sure it all fits right, and then bolting it all together for the final assembly. I'm excited. This is working out a lot better than I thought so far. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Okay. All right, fellas. My bad. I got a little lazy and then forgot to keep filming, but I made a lot of progress. So I want to show you what I've done. So here she is. I got all my tools neatly laid out. As you can see, the bracket that we were working on works great. I've detached and pulled out the bumper a little bit to get access to this. Then I went in and drilled my two mounting holes. And once we push this bumper all the way back in, those should line up perfectly with that. hopefully. So right now, the only thing I really have to do, I think, is remount the bumper, mount the bottom of the V-braces to the brand new holes we just drilled, and tighten everything up. And then I think we should be good to go. Okay, sorry I forgot to film a lot of that, but you get the point. It was a lot of cutting and drilling, and you know, you can imagine. All right, let's wrap it up. Hey guys, it's been a couple weeks and it's raining out, but I want to show you the finished product because I actually think it turned out pretty cool. Okay, so here's Dory. By the way, the lighting is gorgeous right now. But anyway, here's Dory, and if we come around the front here, boom! I think it's so cool that these don't peek through until you're looking at it kind of straight on. And by the way, my kidney grills are a little bit chipped here and here, but it's okay. I got new gloss ones coming in the mail. And you may have also noticed that I wrapped the V-brace in white vinyl. A 12-inch by 12-inch square of that vinyl cost me $1.99. So that, I think, brings our grand total to $7.15. Let's say seven. Let's round up. $8, including tax. I would say for $8, this is sweet. And actually, the V-brace is solid enough that when I had the kidney grills out, I could reach through and actually shake the whole car, which is a heck of a lot better than what would have happened if I tried that with like PVC pipe, you know? So structurally, I'm really happy with how these turned out, and I think they look really cool. If I kind of pull back, you can see what they look like from a further distance away. My girlfriend said that it looks like Dory got a nose piercing. That's like a perfect allegory. It's like a cool little piercing that the car has now. And overall, I just think the look turned out even better than I was expecting. If this kind of thing isn't your style, I totally get it, no worries. But I just think this is a really cool, really easily removable modification that I've only seen like one other person do on an E36. So now, hopefully, I can fit in with the F30, F80, and like F87 guys, which is all I've ever wanted. Dory just wants to be loved. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you like the video, make sure to like the video. If you really like the video, make sure to subscribe. I make a new video every single week. Thank you so much for spending your time watching this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.